You wake up exhausted every single morning, even after forcing yourself to bed early and getting your full 8 hours. What if you could enter 2026 sleeping less time but waking up feeling twice as energized and mentally sharp? In this video, I'll share 5 Japanese sleep principles backed by modern science that will completely transform how you rest and recover, starting tonight. I discovered these methods when I spent time researching why Japan, despite being one of the most sleep-deprived nations on Earth, consistently produces some of the healthiest, longest-living people. The secret isn't about sleeping more, it's about sleeping smarter. The problem is, most people treat sleep like a chore instead of a skill you can actually optimize. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to master your sleep quality using ancient wisdom that modern science now proves actually works. Let's dive in. Now, here's where it gets interesting, because most people completely misunderstand what Japanese inamori actually teaches us about rest. Inamori literally translates to being present while sleeping, and it's the Japanese cultural acceptance of short, strategic naps during the day. But here's the key. It's not about napping whenever you're tired. It's about working with your body's natural energy cycles. Your body experiences an energy dip between 2 and 4 p.m. every single day due to your circadian rhythm, regardless of how well you slept the night before. This works because your brain accumulates adenosine throughout the day, which creates sleep pressure. A 15 to 20-minute nap during your afternoon dip clears just enough adenosine to restore alertness without entering deep sleep, which would leave you groggy. Research from NASA found that pilots who took 26-minute naps improved their performance by 34% and alertness by 54%. The Japanese have instinctively understood this for generations. Here's how to apply this correctly. First, set your nap between 1 and 3 p.m., never later or you'll disrupt nighttime sleep. Second, drink a cup of coffee or tea right before your nap. Sounds crazy, but caffeine takes 20 minutes to kick in, so it'll wake you up naturally. Third, set an alarm for exactly 20 minutes, not a minute longer. Fourth, nap in a slightly uncomfortable position, like sitting upright or reclining at 45 degrees. This prevents you from falling into deep sleep. The biggest mistake? Napping for 30 to 90 minutes and waking up feeling worse than before. That's sleep inertia from incomplete sleep cycles. But that's not all. This next rule might be the most powerful one. This next one is crucial because it addresses the #1 reason people can't fall asleep fast. Ma is a Japanese concept that refers to negative space, gaps, and intervals. In sleep context, it means creating deliberate emptiness in your evening routine. Your brain needs a buffer zone between wakefulness and sleep, but most people scroll social media until their eyes literally can't stay open, then wonder why they can't sleep. This works because your brain's reticular activating system needs 60 to 90 minutes to transition from alert mode to rest mode. Blue light from screens suppresses melatonin by up to 85%, but it's not just the light, it's the content. Studies from Harvard Medical School show that engaging content before bed increases cortisol and keeps your amygdala, your fear center, activated. The Japanese practice of M&A creates mental white space that allows your nervous system to downregulate naturally. How to apply this starting tonight. First, establish a digital sunset exactly 90 minutes before your target sleep time. No negotiations. Second, fill this time with M&A activities, light stretching, reading physical books, journaling, or sitting in dim lighting doing nothing. Yes, doing nothing is an activity. Third, keep your bedroom for sleep and intimacy only. Remove the TV, laptop, and work materials. Your brain creates location-based associations. Fourth, if thoughts intrude during your wind down, keep a brain dump notebook to capture them, then return to your Ma practice. Common mistake, thinking Ma means meditation. It doesn't. It simply means creating space and reducing stimulation. Even a boring conversation works better than TikTok scrolling. Al, let's talk about something even more powerful that happens before you even think about sleep. Most people don't know this, but your dinner might be destroying your sleep quality more than stress or caffeine. Hara-hachi-bu is an Okinawan practice that means eat until you're 80% full. The Okinawans, who live in one of the world's blue zones, stop eating before they feel completely stuffed. This isn't just about weight management, it's directly connected to sleep quality. When you eat until you're 100% full, especially late at night, your body has to work overtime digesting food when it should be repairing and restoring itself. Research from the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that eating large meals within 3 hours of bedtime increases core body temperature and disrupts your natural temperature drop needed for deep sleep. Your body needs to cool down by 2 to 3 degrees Fahrenheit to trigger melatonin release. A full stomach keeps you warm and raises insulin levels, which interferes with sleep architecture. Japanese culture naturally limits this by eating earlier dinners and smaller portions. Here's your action plan. First, finish your last substantial meal at least 3 to 4 hours before bed. If you eat at 6 p.m. and sleep at 10 p.m., you're golden. Second, use the chopstick pause technique. Put your utensils down between every few bites. This gives your stomach 20 minutes to signal fullness to your brain. Third, if you must eat late, choose sleep-friendly foods, bananas, almonds, chamomile tea, or kiwi fruit. Studies show 2 kiwis 1 hour before bed can improve sleep onset by 35%. Fourth, stop drinking liquids 90 minutes before bed to prevent midnight bathroom trips that fragment your sleep cycles. Avoid this trap, skipping dinner entirely and going to bed hungry. That also disrupts sleep with low blood sugar and hunger signals. Balance is key. This brings me to the next secret that ties directly into your bedroom environment. Now, you might be thinking, how does forest bathing relate to sleep? Stay with me, because this is fascinating. Shinrin-yoku means forest bathing, the Japanese practice of immersing yourself in nature to reduce stress. While you can't sleep in an actual forest every night, you can recreate the environmental conditions that make forests so restorative: optimal temperature, fresh air circulation, natural sounds, and calming visual elements. This works because forests naturally maintain 60–67 degrees Fahrenheit temperatures with 40 to 60% humidity, which is exactly the range sleep scientists recommend for optimal sleep. Phytoncides, natural oils from trees, reduce cortisol by 12.4% and increase parasympathetic nervous system activity by 55%, according to research from Chiba University. You're essentially hacking your bedroom to mimic these conditions. Here's how to build your sleep forest. First, set your bedroom temperature to 65–68 degrees Fahrenheit. This is non-negotiable for deep sleep. Your body needs to cool down to trigger melatonin. Second, add 2 to 3 air-purifying plants like snake plants or peace lilies. They release oxygen at night and remove toxins. Third, use a white noise machine with nature sounds, rainfall, ocean waves, at 50 to 60 decibels. This masks disruptive sounds without being loud enough to disturb sleep. Fourth, ensure complete darkness with blackout curtains or a sleep mask. Even small LED lights can suppress melatonin by 50%. Fifth, open a window crack for fresh air circulation if weather permits, or use an air purifier with ionizer. The mistake everyone makes? Keeping their bedroom too warm because it feels cozy. Cozy for watching TV, terrible for sleep architecture. But wait, there's one more rule that ties everything together. This final principle is the most important, because it determines whether you'll actually maintain these changes. Kaizen means continuous improvement through small, incremental changes. Sony and Toyota built empires on this philosophy, but it applies perfectly to sleep optimization. Most people try to overhaul their entire sleep routine overnight, fail within 3 days, and give up. Kaizen teaches that tiny, sustainable improvements compound into massive results over time. The science here is powerful. Your brain's basal ganglia, your habit center, needs consistent repetition over 21 to 66 days to automate new behaviors. Neuroscientist Dr. B.J. Fogg from Stanford found that making behaviors ridiculously small increases success rates by 80%. Instead of "I'll sleep 8 hours tonight," you commit to "I'll turn off screens 5 minutes earlier tonight." That 1% compounds. Your Kaizen sleep system. First, choose one rule from this video to implement this week. Just one. Master it before adding another. Second, track your sleep quality daily using a simple 1 to 10 rating in your phone notes. You can't improve what you don't measure. Third, every Sunday, identify one tiny adjustment to make next week. Go to bed 15 minutes earlier, add one plant to your room, eat dinner 30 minutes earlier. Small, specific, achievable. Fourth, celebrate small wins. Fell asleep 10 minutes faster? That's a victory. Woke up once instead of 3 times? Progress. The fatal error? Perfectionism. Missing one night doesn't erase your progress. The system is about trajectory, not perfection. Let's quickly review what we covered today, because these 5 rules can genuinely transform your sleep before 2026 arrives. Number 1. Strategic napping using Inamuri. 20 minutes between 1 to 3 p.m. with coffee beforehand. Number 2. Creating M&A space. Digital sunset 90 minutes before bed with no screens. Number 3. Harahachibu eating. Stop at 80% full and finish dinner 3 to 4 hours before sleep. Number 4. Shinrin Yoku bedroom. Optimize temperature to 65 to 68 degrees with plants and darkness. Number 5. Kaizen improvement. Implement one tiny change at a time and track your progress. Remember, the Japanese didn't develop these practices overnight. They refined them over centuries because sleep isn't just rest. It's the foundation for everything else in your life. Your productivity, your mood, your health, your relationships, they all depend on quality sleep. You have everything you need right now to sleep better tonight than you did last night. The only difference between entering 2026 exhausted and entering it energized is implementing these 5 simple rules. Don't wait until you're completely burned out or facing serious health issues. Start with just one rule tonight. Pick the easiest one for you. Maybe it's setting your thermostat to 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Maybe it's eating dinner 1 hour earlier. I promise you, 30 days from now, when you're waking up naturally before your alarm feeling genuinely refreshed, you'll thank yourself for starting today instead of next Monday. If you found this helpful, smash that like button so more people discover these Japanese sleep secrets. Subscribe and hit the notification bell for more science-backed self-improvement content like this every week. Drop a comment telling me which of these 5 rules you're implementing first and what your biggest sleep struggle is right now. And if you want to learn how to wake up early without willpower, check out this video next where I break down the Japanese Kaizen morning routine. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Now go get some amazing sleep tonight.